Why I had to walk away from my dream job. My family has this toxic, unwritten rule. The exact second you get hired anywhere, your labor becomes community property. It is like this unspoken family tax, and nobody gets an exemption. My cousin landed a retail gig at Best Buy, and within 24 hours, every single aunt and uncle was badgering him for employee discounts on 60-inch flat screens. When he finally told them no, suddenly he was the selfish villain who forgot where he came from. They literally boycotted his Thanksgiving dinner. Seeing that nightmare unfold taught me a valuable lesson. So when I finally scored my dream job as a lead service technician at a high-end European auto shop, I kept my mouth completely shut. I told everyone I was doing data entry at some boring, nameless corporate logistics company. For 8 months, it was absolute paradise. I would change into my greasy coveralls at the shop, scrub down with heavy-duty soap before heading home, and just keep it moving. No one suspected a thing. Then, I got careless. One rainy Tuesday afternoon, a flatbed tow truck rolls into our main service bay with a heavily dented Mercedes. I grab my diagnostic clipboard, walk out to greet the driver, and my heart drops straight into my stomach. There she is, my older sister, Chloe. She is standing by the waiting room vending machine, looking totally miserable and holding a dripping wet umbrella. Before I could even think about ducking behind a tire rack, she turns around, looks straight at my custom-embroidered uniform shirt, and her jaw drops. Wait, you work here? A massive, terrifying smile slowly spreads across her face. Oh my god, do you know how much money you were about to save me? I literally grabbed her by the arm and dragged her into the employee break room. I was begging her, pleading with her to keep it a secret. She stood there, crossed her arms, and agreed, but only if I replaced her brakes, changed her oil, and swapped her spark plugs. Completely off the books using my own employee parts discount. I hated doing it, but I figured it was a small price to pay to keep the rest of the family off my back. But Chloe could not keep a secret. The very next week, she texts me a photo of her boyfriend's completely rusted out pickup truck, asking if I can just fix the transmission real quick during my 30-minute lunch break. When I told her absolutely not, explaining that I could get fired on the spot for running a bootleg garage out of my boss's shop, she snapped. She sent one single, devastating blast to the massive family group chat. My phone instantly exploded. It was like a grenade went off in my pocket. Dozens of texts and back-to-back phone calls started stacking up faster than I could even swipe them away. My uncle wanted a free engine rebuild for his boat. My mom wanted me to drive over after a 10-hour shift to diagnose her neighbor's squeaking minivan. My brother wanted a free set of high-end performance tires. It was pure, unadulterated madness. They did not care about my career. They just saw a free resource. That same afternoon, I realized there was no winning. I walked into my manager's office, handed in my resignation, packed up my heavy toolbox, and accepted a job at an industrial warehouse 3 states away. Some family perks are just not worth the absolute nightmare.